Hi.
Hello?
I was like, wait, does he not see me yet or does he see me? Well, how's your day going so far?
It's good. It kind of just started, to be honest, but so I can't complain.
Do you find yourself sleeping in more or like totally off routine because of
It
everything,
co-
or you're kind of
it
established your
comes
routine?
and goes. Like sometimes I do try to like keep a nighttime routine of like going to bed at a specific hour, but some days I wake up and I'm just like, I'm gonna sleep a little longer, and then sometimes I like actually get up and do stuff. But today I got up and got dressed, so winning already.
What is the latest you've stayed up while you've been at home?
Oh my gosh. For when it quarantine first started, I was being so bad and staying to like 3 or 4. And then just you feel terrible the next day, like you just didn't get any rest. It's just awful.
How have you been keeping in touch? As we've seen your IG lives. I tuned in one. I think you were doing your nails with.
Yes.
I was like, okay, like I like this. I like this. Have you been like staying in touch with everybody through the IG lives and stuff?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's so funny. Like when this whole quarantine thing happened, everyone was like, "We have nothing to do, so like call me and FaceTime me." And now like we have found things to do within quarantine, so it's just like I can't talk right now. I'm busy. But yeah, I do try to still keep in touch with everybody. Lots of random FaceTime calls.
Are you one to pick up a FaceTime call like when they call, or do you like you just pick it up because you know how sometimes you just decline and you're like, I'll call them later.
Yeah.
Are you a big like? Are you like that or?
I'm like most of the time I answer just because I'm like, what else are we doing? But sometimes I do just kind of like let it ring, or if I'm like I'm in the middle of like a game or something, I'm gonna let this ring out and then I'll call them back later.
That was one point that my friend had made, like when this all first started. She was like, I literally can't make up excuses anymore because everyone knows we're literally have nothing
Yes,
going
it's so terrible actually.
on. So terrible. What's one thing though that you miss the most and you're really looking forward to when you can like do it again?
Oh my gosh, I miss eating at restaurants. That's like a big one for me. And I think just going to like the mall. Like I know that sounds so like high school just to like walk around and look at things, but it's so therapeutic for me.
It is good. Like it's like retail therapy. You're
Yes.
just buying stuff and it's nice, but like in the mall, you're like, oh, that's cute, that's cute, that's
Yeah, I need that therapy for sure.
And we've had you in studio before with the cast members. You played a fun little game. How have you been staying in touch with your cast members?
Well, we do have a weekly Zoom call. So we do have to meet once a week, and that's just kind of like a therapy session slash like catch up, just kind of to see how everyone's doing. But for the most part, everyone has been pretty good about like answering their phone, and we still have our group chat, which is always buzzing. So yeah, everyone's pretty good in this cast about keeping up with each other, actually.
Definitely. And what's one of your favorite things from like a scene that you filmed or on set?
The one that comes to mind, and just because we were talking about this earlier, is the homecoming scene. Filming that whole episode 5 was just like that was the dream. And hopefully we're back to something like that fairly soon.
You watched probably all the movies, the
Yes, of
original.
course. Yes.
And what was it like when you found out that you were going to be in like this reboot? Go
It
ahead.
still honestly has not hit me. Like, of course, I'm so excited and I think it's out of this world. But I was talking to my friend yesterday because she sent me an article that she was like, "You just came up on my Explore page." I was like, I feel like we are the only people who see the show. Like when like articles come out, I feel like it's only like me and my group of friends that see it. So it's strange to think like other people are watching it or other people are enjoying it, which is great, but it's still like a weird kind of thing.
For sure. And when you watch yourself in your acting projects, do you cringe? Do you like watching yourself? Do you avoid it?
It's a little bit of both. I think with High School Musical, I there are so many other people to look at, so it's easier for me to watch it. And I'm not like the main focus of it. And also, I think the show is also shot very nicely, so the lighting's always good. And I feel comfortable enough to talk with costumes and hair to say like, hey, I like my hair this way. And so there's just a bit more comfortability that comes with watching this specific show. But there are other times where I've watched things and I'm like, I look terrible, or I'm like, oh, I hate that. But you know, what are you gonna do? It's done.
And when you are, or if you were just a regular student in the high school, do you think you'd be friends with your character?
Oh, I don't know. I think I would like maybe get along with Carlos, but at some points be like, bro, you just need to chill. Like everything's gonna be okay. Like at the end of the day, it's just a school play. Like we'll be fine.
And we're gonna play a little game with you if you're cool.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's which cast member is most likely to, because it kind of ties into the game that you played in studio when you came in.
Okay.
So, which cast member from High School Musical is most likely to forget their lines?
To forget their lines. Joshua Bassett. To be fair though, he does have a lot, so I get it.
Which one's most likely to put everything on their IG story?
Everything on their IG story? Probably me. Me or Sophia. That's one of the two.
Are you usually like the one on set that's like, oh, let's take a selfie? Or like, oh, that'd be so funny for my—
Yeah, I always have my phone out and I always love just like snapping photos. I don't post most of them just because we always like are in costume or I don't want to leak something. But for the most part, I'm always snapping selfies for sure.
Who's most likely to eat all of the snacks on set?
Oh my gosh. Me again. It would be like me and a mixture of Joe Serafini.
What's your favorite snack on set?
On set in the morning, I do like to keep it healthy. I do like an apple or like a banana, but by noon, it's just those little like mini chocolate wrappers. It's like, it's terrible. It's so bad.
You like take them off set, leave. Like,
yeah, it's horrible.
Who's most likely to make the most jokes?
Most likely to make the most jokes? I'm gonna go with Dara. Dara makes me laugh all day.
Good one. Who's most likely to be the sassiest?
The sassy. Again, I'm so sorry.
We target you in this game.
Yes, 100% me. Yes.
Who's most likely to show up late to set?
Show up late to set. And it only because it happened once, but Joshua Bassett, and I know he's told this story before, but he overslept and he missed his alarm. But for the most part, we're a pretty on-time cast, I will say.
Who's most likely to convince everybody to hang out after you film?
Oh, Julia Lester. She loves, Julia can hang out at she just loves communication.
Down at any time.
Literally though, and she like always wants to create a moment. She'll be like, do you guys like want to like go out tonight and then go to IHOP at 3 a.m. and then like tell each other our secrets? And it's like, I'll go to IHOP, but everything else I'm gonna keep out.
Who's most likely to take pictures for another cast member? So it's like, oh, take my Instapic for me that I'm gonna
Again, Josh Bassett. Some of my photos on my IG are the ones he has taken.
Mm-hmm. Who's most likely to watch the High School Musical movie over and over again?
Most likely to watch the High School Musical movie. I think it's a mixture of all of us. I feel like we're always watching those movies at some point.
Who's most likely to watch the show over and over and over?
I don't know. I feel like we all do it, but like at different times. Like so if we're like missing each other or we just like want to be a part, especially now that we're in quarantine. I think we've all had like our little like spurts of watching the show again.
Yeah. Who's most likely to fall asleep on set?
Fall asleep on set. Again, probably me, 100%.
Love it. Who's most likely of the cast members to win the lottery?
Win the lottery. Probably Larry. I feel like Larry has some good luck in him.
Who's most likely to always text in the group chat?
Text in the group chat. Ooh, I feel like it varies. Like some people have some things to say at a different time. So I think it's all of us.
Mm-hmm. Who's most likely to be down for anything at any time?
I'm going to group them together and say Larry and Julia.
Mm-hmm. And who's most likely to replay all of their scenes?
Like just at home?
Yeah, or just like loves watching themselves in the show.
I I don't know. I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah. I love it so much. And what's one thing that you hope to like? What would be your dream gig?
Dream gig, like within the show or just within like
With
general?
life.
With life, oh my gosh, I have so many. Dream gig, although it's closed right now, I think Broadway, would love to do that.
You'd
But I
be
also,
so good on Broadway.
oh, thank you. It needs to be the right thing though. But also, dream gig, like a campaign for something, like a guest campaign, or like, I don't even know what's like the most
My
popular one.
Calvins? Would you want to do My Calvins?
Yes, like something cool like that, where I can just be like, I did it, it's done. I can, yeah, cross that off my bucket list.
It'd be like on the billboard, like in My Calvins with a guest, or like the perfume. You know,
I
like
would
the commercials
be
they always do where they
dead.
jump in the ocean off the cliff, and go
Yes,
up on the
yes,
boat. It'd literally be you.
that'd be so great.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much, Frankie.
Yeah, of course.
See you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye.